Do hybrids really save you more money? That's what we're going to find out. Welcome to Car Help Corner, where we help you, the consumer, master the process of car buying and car ownership. If you're wondering whether hybrids really save you enough money for it to be worth it, well, it's time to settle the debate once and for all. I'm going to share 5 major ways which show how hybrid cars save you more money in the long run and make more financial sense when compared to conventional gas-powered cars. So let's begin with the first way, which is a big one, but an obvious one, and that is with better fuel economy. On average, hybrid cars are around 30% more fuel efficient than the equivalent non-hybrid car. This is because hybrids have electric motors that assist the gas engine, allowing it to run more efficiently. And because they do not need to be charged like an EV, they don't require any compromises or changes to your lifestyle. And here's the big thing, because the price difference between hybrids and non-hybrids is really not that big anymore, it's not going to take you very long to recoup the price premium that you paid for the hybrid. Let's look at an example. The Toyota Corolla is sold with both a regular gas engine and a hybrid option. And even though the regular gas engine is already very fuel efficient, rated for up to 42 miles per gallon or 5.6 liters per 100 kilometers, far better than most other gas cars, even in this case the hybrid still makes more sense. The Corolla Hybrid, by comparison, is rated for up to 53 miles per gallon or 4.5 liters per 100 kilometers. So 20% more efficient. And because the price difference is not that big, it won't take long for the hybrid to pay for itself. The price difference between the Corolla LE and the Corolla Hybrid LE is only $1,500 US or $2,000 Canadian, a premium which will pay for itself in fuel savings within 3 to 4 years with average driving. And this example is not unique. Run the math and this ends up being the case with most other hybrids. In any case, the fact that hybrids cost a little bit more to buy up front is irrelevant because of the next major reason why hybrid cars save you more money in the long run, and that's thanks to their superior resale value. Hybrids are in incredibly high demand, so much so that many of the popular hybrid models, such as those from Toyota, can have waiting periods to get one from a dealer. Lightly used hybrids often sell for a similar price to the MSRP of brand new ones, and older ones often go for crazy money too. In fact, studies show that hybrids have among the highest resale value of any vehicle type. Just look at this recent report from IC Cars. The 5-year depreciation on the world's best-selling hybrid, the Toyota RAV4 hybrid, is only 31%, when compared to 46% for the industry average. So it really does not matter if you spend a little bit more upfront to buy the hybrid, because it's just going to be worth more money down the road when you decide to sell it or trade it in. So pay the extra $2,000 to $3,000 upfront for the hybrid, and you'll get that $2,000 to $3,000 back or even more money back down the road when you sell it or trade it in. And in the meantime, you'll get to save the money from the fuel savings, whether they are big or small. This is why I always say it's not the initial price that you pay for a car up front that matters. What really matters in the end is the total cost of ownership and the net cost when you get rid of that car. And when it comes to the purchase price, the resale value, and the fuel savings, hybrids save you more money than gas cars, regardless of how much or how little or what kind of driving you do. And speaking of cost of ownership, that brings us to reason number 3 why hybrid cars save you more money in the long run, and that's thanks to their lower maintenance costs. Hybrids generally require more or less the same type of maintenance as regular gas cars, but some maintenance items last a lot longer on hybrids, or are eliminated altogether. For example, thanks to their regenerative braking, the brakes on many hybrid cars tend to last twice as long, sometimes 3 times as long as the brakes on a normal gas car. Not only that, but the popular hybrid cars from Toyota and Honda also eliminate many maintenance items altogether. For example, the two-motor hybrid systems that are used on many of their models don't have any belts that ever need to be replaced. The all-wheel drive systems have electric motors that are completely maintenance-free with no fluids to change. They don't have a starter, they don't have an alternator, and they don't even have a conventional transmission, which is a point that I'm going to come back to in just a moment. But first, let's move on to a major point of criticism of hybrid cars, which the haters always love to use, and that is the cost of the hybrid battery. Now, let's make this crystal clear once and for all. Hybrid battery failure is not a serious concern on the majority of hybrid cars, and there is overwhelming evidence to support that. First of all hybrids automatically come with an 8-year warranty on the hybrid battery. In the case of Toyota and Lexus, the battery warranty is 10 years, or 160,000 miles, 240,000 kilometers. Secondly, these hybrids have now been around for over 20 years, and battery failure is just not a common occurrence. Toyota hybrids, for example, are often the go-to choice for taxis in many major cities, where they often rack up 250 to 300,000 miles or up to 500,000 kilometers with ease. And battery failure is just not a significant problem whatsoever. They simply do not fail at anything close to a significant rate. Case closed. You can reasonably expect the hybrid battery in these cars to last around 12 to 15 years, or 250,000 miles, 400,000 kilometers, which at that point, no car owes you anything. And even if the hybrid battery were to fail at that age or mileage, replacing the hybrid battery is really not a big deal. Yes, a brand new hybrid battery from the manufacturer can cost $5,000 to $8,000, but there is zero reason to spend that kind of money when there are many more sensible options out there. There are reputable companies that sell rebuilt hybrid battery packs backed by a warranty for a small fraction of that price, usually only $2,000 to $3,000 tops. And because hybrid cars are so plentiful in supply now, it is very easy to find used hybrid batteries for as little as $1,000. The point is, options are available, and it is not a major concern, at least not for the popular hybrids from brands like Toyota. Case closed. So that brings us to point number 4 of why hybrids save you more money in the long run, and that is thanks to their proven reliability. Honda's hybrid system is now in its 3rd generation, and Toyota's hybrid system is now in its 5th generation. These are incredibly well-sorted drivetrains that simply do not break or fail. They are well engineered and built to last the long haul, matching or exceeding the reliability and longevity of the very best gas-powered vehicles out there. And that brings us to my final point, which has to do with the argument that hybrids add more complexity because they have more parts and components when compared to a conventional gas car. Well, I'd argue in fact that the opposite is true. Hybrids are not always more complicated just because they have more parts. In fact, they can often be mechanically less complicated than a regular gas car. Let's go back to my go-to examples from Honda and Toyota and their hybrid systems. Yes, these systems do add components, such as a hybrid battery, electric motors, and other hybrid-related components. But for each part that they add, they also eliminate other parts. For example, as already mentioned, these hybrid systems do not have any belts, they don't have a starter, they don't have an alternator, they often have naturally aspirated engines which don't have a turbocharger, which is better for longevity and long-term reliability, and best of all, they do not have a conventional transmission. The Toyota hybrid system uses an eCVT planetary gear set, which is an incredibly simple, near bulletproof system, which is practically failure-proof. And the Honda hybrid system does one better, because it does not have any form of transmission at all. The engine connects directly to the electric motors through a clutch setup. The system is designed to mimic the feeling of a transmission when you accelerate, but there is no physical transmission there. And the financial benefit of this cannot be understated. If you were to buy a conventional gas-powered car with a transmission such as a belt pulley style CVT, you could be faced with an $8,000 repair bill if that transmission were to fail, which is something that you will never have to face with one of these hybrid systems. At most, you might have to put in a used hybrid battery for $1,000 when it's 15 years old. I know which option I would rather take. So, no matter which way you look at it, the financial math generally does work in favor of hybrid cars. When you look at the purchase price, resale value, fuel economy, reliability, and the cost of ownership for maintenance and repairs, they often make more financial sense. Now, this is not always going to be the case with every hybrid, so I don't want to generalize. Some could be too expensive, not fuel efficient enough, and not well proven enough in terms of reliability. And there are many situations where a regular gas car still makes more sense. But if you go with a hybrid from one of the big popular hybrid brands, you will come out ahead in the end. So there you have it. I hope that settles the argument for hybrids once and for all. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you are planning to purchase a vehicle and you live in Ontario, know that OMVIC is the vehicle sales regulator that's responsible for administering and enforcing the rules that dealerships must follow. To learn more about your consumer protection rights, visit omvic.ca. And if you need any additional car buying advice, recommendations, or help with getting a great deal on your next new car purchase, make sure to visit carhelpcan.com. Thanks so much for watching and see you next time.